Barbershop Conversation, guys. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. So, I just want to talk about something. Oscar is delusional. Cocaine is literally one hell of a drug because he's forgetting his own history. Don't you guys remember? That's my daughter in the background. I'm Bob Marley and she's the Wailers. But he forgot Oscar De La Hoya sued Bob Arum to get out of his contract and never got another promotional company. He went free agency basically for the most part. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, Oscar not only cannot promote and push a black fighter, but he never once believed in a promotion company himself. Once he got out of his deal with Top Rank, he went on his own and obviously made more money, right? And that Manny Pacquiao fight was basically a revengeful Bob Arum attempting to get back at Oscar De La Hoya. So at the end of the day, Oscar is delusional. Oscar knows wholeheartedly that boxing is passing him. That is so essential for you guys to understand. Boxing is passing Oscar De La Hoya and his 1985, 1995 type of promotional company. So at the end of the day, I believe Al Heyman and them are doing a great job. I believe, more importantly, the Charlos, the Spencers, the Deontay Wilders are doing a hell of a job. A hell of a job making money on their own and keeping, I don't know what it is, 10%, 20%. I don't know how much a promotion takes. I've never had a promoter. But I know they have to get paid for their work, for their labor, right? That's illegal to not get paid for your work. So at the end of the day, I salute the Charlos. I salute Errol Spence for being strong, firm, and saying, I'm not signing with Top Rank. I'm not signing with Eddie Hearn. And more importantly for me, I'm not signing with Oscar De La Hoya. Because Oscar De La Hoya has no one on staff, has no one in his collective Golden Boy University that can support and substantiate and have proof of promoting a black fighter. Now, what he's going to say is, when he brings that little 17-year-old kid and he's going to say, man, I promoted Floyd Mayweather. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You was a shell company when you had Floyd Mayweather. Let's be clear and concise. You were a shell company. You was just there for the photo op when Floyd Mayweather won by unanimous decision. Well, Floyd Money Mayweather won by unanimous decision. Pretty Boy Floyd was knocking people out. So at the end of the day, Oscar, you're not going to win, dude. I told you. I said in my last video. As long as Barbershop Conversation continues to grow, and it will, because I believe I'm authentic for the most part. I mean, some of you guys may think I'm not. Some of you guys may think I'm biased, and that's okay. But what I am going to do is pour my truth into y'all through social media and YouTube. So, Oscar, it's over, man. It's over. Feel free to run these regional boxing matches. Feel free. It's all yours. The Belasco, all yours. You want to work at a casino in Arizona? Indio, all yours. But as soon as Canelo gets knocked off and he wakes up and realizes, I'm paying 40% to promotional fees and marketing and promoting the fight. I wake up with only 60% and I got to pay taxes. I don't know if he pays taxes in both countries. I have no idea how that works. And he's going to wake up and say, they never taught me how to speak English and they never moved me to Nevada. That is the biggest fault that I think a lot of fighters make by not moving to Nevada in the prime of their careers. In the prime of your earning fighters, let me give you a word of advice. Move to Nevada. No state tax, okay? Move to Florida. No state tax. In the prime of your career, because remember, you're a sole proprietor. You can still keep your home residence, right? You can still say, I have a home in, since I talked about Terrence Crawford, I have a home in Nebraska, but I'm now a resident of Florida, right? That's so you can save money, all right? Because you're going to get taxed by the promoter, you're going to get taxed by your manager, you're going to get taxed by having all these belts, sanctioning fees and all that. So you want to save as much money as possible. And when Canelo wakes up and realizes that he has been bamboozled, conned, because he's not making the money he says he's making, that's all felonious. That's not real. Oscar has no money. 97% of Golden Boy's profits comes from a Canelo fight. So with that being said, that means he has no clue how to promote He has no idea how to. If there are 100 fighters and Canelo is one, he has no idea how to promote 99 other fighters. Go figure. So, Oscar, you're delusional. You are out of touch with reality. These black fighters are not coming to you. They're not. They're not. If you can con and trick one, I have no idea if you can. But if I know you're going after him, he's going to know his core audience. Because keep in mind, black fighters, I'm going to tell you this as clear as day. Mexican boxing fan base will not accept you on a macro level. I'm talking about on a macro level. I'm not talking about a racism. I'm just talking about just the culture of boxing. When you walk into a ring with Ricardo Ramirez, whoever he is, that's a made up name, they're going to root for Ricardo Ramirez and root for you to lose. Okay? Now, you may like playing the villain, and Terrence Crawford was eloquent and very poised when he said, as a black athlete, I got to play the villain. I don't want to play the villain. Well, it gets old after a while. So, black fighters, do not sign with Golden Boy. You have no chance. You have a zero example of success. All right? And that's just simply how I feel. So, as I digress to the beginning of this video, Oscar sued Bob Arum to get out of his contract, and then went on his own and basically promoted himself, created Golden Boy Promotions. You guys remember that? Remember when people think Bernard Hopkins and Oscar De La Hoya was set up? You guys remember that was going on? When they was like, oh, it was set up to make money, and Oscar didn't really get hit with a body shot. You guys remember that when all that was going on. So at the end of the day, Oscar, you must have forgot between all the alcohol and the DUIs and the cocaine binges and you making quote-unquote sex tapes, you know what I mean? You've forgotten that you went the same route Errol Spence is going. So at the end of the day, you don't fully trust your ability to promote. And when you was earning your money, you didn't trust promotion companies either, because you know they have the potential to be crooks. Now, I'm not speaking for all promotion companies, because I have good to great relationships with some promotion companies, but we'll just leave it at top rank and Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya, it's over, man. Lights out. What Chick Hearn said? The jello's jiggling, the butter's getting hard, the eggs are cooling off. Magic to Kareem, slam dunk. Oh man. So, anyways, man, I just want to, and then just to double down. Hey, Kiki, I want to say congratulations to Errol Spence. You're doing a hell of a job with your career, owning every moment of your career. The Charlo brothers, you guys are doing a hell of a job owning your entire career. All right. Deontay Wilder, you're doing a hell of a job. And most of these people that are, I would say, free agents, quote unquote, being advised by Al Heyman, I think you're doing an exceptional job. You know what I mean? And I think literally the sky is the limit, because you're not tied into a contract where there's a cap on how much you can get paid. So let's say, for example, lightning strikes, right? And you already have a contract, but Conor McGregor is about to retire, and you're only guaranteed $2.5 million under your contract, your second fight. But Conor McGregor says, I'm going to fight you one more time, whoever this fighter is, right? I'm going to fight you one more time, but I'm only fighting one time on this date. Take it or leave it. Your contract says I only get paid $2.5 million on the next fight, which happened to be the fight against Conor McGregor. So what happens? You get $2.5 million, and now you got to renegotiate the dividends with your promotion company. But prior to that, the promotion company negotiates with Conor McGregor's, and you really, really don't know what's actually the pie. You're only negotiating a piece of the pie when the promotion company then took the large sum of money. And that's what Oscar is doing. That's what Oscar is doing. Listen, Oscar De La Hoya has no idea how to run a company. Oscar De La Hoya is the quote unquote the face of Golden Boy. He wouldn't. I mean, we all know this is the truth, and it's awful that he even it's funny that he even believes that he has a chance to sign in these fighters. You know what I mean? And we got guys like Steve Kim doing articles who is on payroll by Golden Boy. You're not fooling nobody. You know what I mean? Steve Kim said 2 years ago, I will never ever go to a PBC fight. And guess who I see at the Leo Santa Cruz Abner Mares fight? Steve Kim. You know why? Because he's not making no money, so he got to go work for the boxing scene and write articles and go to the fight. So that means that him going to a PBC fight substantiates my claim that Golden Boy has no money because he's a commentator for Ring TV. So he has to go work for boxing scene, and then earn some extra income to support his family. And I'm not knocking the guy for that. You know, you got to do what you got to do to survive in this world. But at the end of the day, when you say you're never ever going to a PBC fight, you think Al Heyman is piss poor terrible. When Andre Berto lost to Victor Ortiz, you said anytime an Al Heyman fight is a great damn boxing, and then you're covering an Al Heyman fight so you can earn income. It's funny how the rabbit always ends up with the gun. Golden Boy puts on 3 fights a year, 4 fights a year on a big level. 2 of them are Canelo fights. And now you're not drawing enough income to support yourself, so you got to go sit down in the enemy's den. Quote unquote, your enemy's den, because I don't think PBC is anyone's enemy. I just think it's a whole bunch of jealousy going around. So Steve Kim, the joke's on you, man. And I even said to him, Steve Kim, you had a PBC fight. How funny. How funny. The rabbit's got the gun. Ring TV ain't paying you enough money? You gotta go right for boxing scene? Oscar, you gotta start paying your guys over there, man. That them Velasco's telecast not paying enough money? Come on, Oscar. So anyways, man, I just thought I gotta go. Barbershop Conversations. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. And I gotta go deal with my daughter. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.